Hi, and welcome to English Channel. Are you learning English? Great. Let's learn English with a very interesting story. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Let's get started.
Introduction. From passive learning to active self-education. Today, you are about to learn one powerful habit that separates the weak from the strong, the confused from the wise, and the average from the unstoppable. This is not just advice. It is a wake-up call. It is a system, a warning, a strategy, and a clear map. While many people are distracted by noise and feel stuck, true leaders keep moving forward. The real enemy of growth is not poverty or failure, but ignorance, not understanding how money works, not seeing lies, and not controlling your thoughts, time, and emotions. This guide is a clear roadmap with 12 essential learning areas. Its goal is to help you gain freedom, control, and steady career growth. This is not only education. This is transformation. 1. Core philosophy. Why daily self-education is the key to a strong career. Let us face a hard truth. Most people stop learning seriously after they leave school. That is why their lives stay the same for many years. They wait for a good job, a better future, or luck to come. But the top 1% think differently. They know that a diploma is only the beginning. Real freedom comes from self-education. Why do many successful people read for 3 or 4 hours a day? Because in a fast-changing world, learning is not a hobby. It is survival. Poor people spend hours on entertainment. Rich people spend hours on education. Average people scroll on their phones. Future leaders study and grow. If you do not educate yourself, someone else will control you. Your boss, your debts, or your fears. Daily learning brings powerful benefits. First, it builds confidence and inner strength. Fear comes from not feeling ready. When you learn every day, you know what to do. Second, it improves communication and influence. Knowledge helps you speak clearly and add value to conversations. Third, it helps you make better decisions. Life is full of choices, and informed people choose better. Finally, self-education helps you take control of your life. You stop reacting and start creating your future. To gain these results, you need a clear system. The 12-field roadmap below will guide your growth step by step. 2. A complete development roadmap through 12 key areas. 2.1. Financial education. Learn how to make, keep, and grow money. The 12 fields in this roadmap create a complete system to build both professional skills and inner strength. They guide you from a strong financial base to a resilient and confident mindset. Each field supports the others. When one area improves, your whole life becomes stronger and more stable. Financial education is the first and most important step. You can be kind, honest, and hardworking. But if you do not understand money, the world will still treat you as weak. Remember this simple rule. If you do not learn about money, you will always work for someone who does. This is not about becoming a billionaire. It is about freedom. Freedom from fear, stress, and dependence. Imagine 2 people with the same salary. Person A spends money on weekends, never reads about finance, and only hopes for a better future. Person B spends just 20 minutes a day learning about money, avoiding debt, and building a small side income. After 5 years, Person A is still struggling. Person B is free. Same income, different results. To start, read or watch content about money. Learn the difference between assets and expenses, track your spending, and study simple long-term investing. No one will save you, and luck is not a financial plan. A strong future begins with financial understanding. 2.2 Skill education. Becoming valuable in the job market. The core principle you must remember is simple. You are not paid for your time. You are paid for the value you create. The modern job market does not reward effort alone. It rewards results. This is why developing skills is the fastest way to escape survival mode and move into a position of choice and control in your career. Imagine two people applying for the same job. The first person says, "I work hard. I am loyal. I deserve a chance." The second person says, "Here is what I can build, design, edit, solve, or sell for your company." Who do you think gets hired? The person with skills, not the person with excuses or emotional stories. The market does not respond to need. It responds to usefulness. High-demand skills such as copywriting, video editing, sales, public speaking, digital marketing, freelancing, graphic design, web development, AI tools, and leadership all share one key trait. They create measurable value. These skills can be learned, practiced, and monetized. When you master a valuable skill, you stop begging for opportunities and start creating them. However, skill alone is not enough. Without mental strength, even the sharpest sword is useless in a weak hand. That is why mindset must come next. 2.3 Body-Mind Health Education. Energy is your true capital. Energy is the foundation of everything you want to build. Without energy, talent fades, discipline collapses, and dreams slowly die. Many people focus on skills, mindset, or strategy, but ignore the most basic truth. You cannot win long-term if your body and mind are constantly exhausted. Health is not a side project. It is your main asset. The first pillars are sleep, movement, and nutrition. Sleep is not laziness. It is recovery. Poor sleep weakens focus, emotional control, and decision-making. Movement keeps the body strong and the mind clear. You do not need extreme workouts. Consistent walking, stretching, or basic exercise is enough. Nutrition fuels your brain and nervous system. What you eat directly affects how you think and feel. Stress management is equally important. Chronic stress slowly destroys motivation and health. Learning to pause, step back, and reset your nervous system protects your long-term performance. Simple habits like taking breaks, limiting overstimulation, and setting boundaries reduce mental overload. Breathing and stillness are often ignored, yet they are powerful tools. Slow, deep breathing brings the body out of fight or flight mode. Moments of silence help you reconnect with yourself. Stillness is not weakness. It is recovery and clarity. True health is balance, body, mind, and intellect working together. The goal is not short-term intensity, but endurance. You are not preparing for a sprint. You are preparing for a long road. Sustainable energy allows you to stay consistent when others burn out. 2.4. Problem solving and personal mission education. Becoming a long-term value creator. Winners build. Losers complain. This simple truth defines outcomes. Life will always bring problems. The question is not whether challenges appear, but how you respond to them. People with a victim mindset describe problems endlessly. Builders ask, "What can I do next?" Problem solving begins with clarity. Define the problem instead of reacting emotionally to it. Then break it down into smaller actions. Big problems feel overwhelming because they are not divided. Small steps create momentum. Take action, observe results, and optimize. Progress is not perfect planning. It is constant adjustment. However, problem solving without direction leads to burnout. That is why identifying your personal mission matters. A mission gives meaning to effort. It answers the question, why am I doing this? Your mission does not need to be dramatic. It can be simple. Creating value, supporting others, building freedom, or mastering your craft. Living with direction changes how you make decisions. You stop chasing distractions and start aligning actions with long-term goals. You say no to what does not serve your mission. You accept short-term discomfort for long-term impact. The goal is not quick success, but lasting contribution. People who solve problems and live with purpose become trusted, respected, and valuable over time. They do not wait for perfect conditions. They build anyway. In the end, the world does not remember complainers. It remembers builders, those who had the endurance to stay healthy, the clarity to solve problems, and the courage to live with direction. 2.5. Mindset education. Training a strong and clear way of thinking. Your mindset is your mental operating system. It determines how you interpret problems, failure, and uncertainty. Two people can face the same situation, but one asks, "Why does this always happen to me?" and stays stuck, while the other asks, "What is this trying to teach me?" and grows stronger. Mindset training is about winning the internal battle before stepping into the external world. A strong mindset starts with controlling your thoughts instead of being controlled by them. It means building resilience so you can recover quickly after failure. It means developing deep focus in a world designed to distract you. People who succeed are not more talented. They are more disciplined with their attention and emotions. Long-term thinking is another key pillar. When you think long-term, you make decisions based on future goals, not short-term comfort. You stop comparing your path to others and stop overthinking every small mistake. Books like Atomic Habits and The Mountain Is You teach that real change happens through small, consistent actions. Figures like David Goggins and Jocko Willink remind us that mental toughness is trained, not given. Still, even a strong mindset must be guided by emotional intelligence to handle real-world relationships. 2.6. Emotional education. Mastering yourself in a chaotic world. Here is a harsh truth. Most people fail not because they lack talent, but because they cannot manage their emotions. They ruin relationships, quit too early, or make bad decisions simply because negative emotions take control. Many people say, "I am just emotional. I cannot control myself." That is not who you are. That is who you were trained to be, and you can retrain yourself. Emotional intelligence is not a soft skill. It is a survival skill. It allows you to pause instead of reacting, to think instead of exploding. When criticized, emotionally intelligent people practice stopping before speaking or acting. When controlled by past wounds, they use journaling to identify emotional patterns. When afraid of rejection, they face fear directly instead of avoiding challenges. Overthinking and guilt are also emotional traps. A powerful daily question is, am I acting from pain or from strength? Mastering your emotions gives you a calm and clear mind. With that clarity, you can better understand the outside world, especially the needs of the market. And those who understand both themselves and the market are the ones who win in the long run. 2.7 Market Education. Understanding what the world truly needs. One sentence can completely change your career. You are not paid for what you love. You are paid for what people need. If you ignore the market will ignore you. Just like a TV repairman who keeps waiting for customers while the world has already moved on to buying new TVs, clinging to what feels familiar leads to failure. The market does not care about your comfort. The market rewards those who adapt. Every day, you face a choice. Will you keep building what feels easy and safe, or will you adapt and build what the world is willing to pay for? Value is created at the intersection of demand and solution, not passion alone. Passion without demand is a hobby. Skill aligned with market need becomes a career. To become valuable, you must continuously educate yourself about the market. This means analyzing products and services with high demand, identifying fast-growing industries such as AI, healthcare, and content creation, and listening carefully to real problems people discuss on platforms like Reddit or Quora. Observe what services are trending on Fiverr, Upwork, and LinkedIn. Study case studies of successful creators and businesses to understand why they win. Those who understand the market early gain leverage. Those who resist change are slowly pushed out. In the modern world, market awareness is no longer optional. It is survival. 2.8 Digital Education. Mastering the tools of the future. We are living in the age of automation. Let's be honest. Being bad with technology is no longer cute. It is dangerous. Just like a spa owner who refuses to build a website or accept online bookings and then loses customers to competitors, anyone who rejects digital tools will fall behind or be replaced. Digital literacy is now a basic requirement, not an advantage. The good news is that you do not need to master everything at once. You need a clear path. Start with the foundations. Tools like Canva, ChatGPT, Notion, Google Drive, and Zoom. These are no longer advanced tools. They are the new basics. Next, build a simple online presence. A clean LinkedIn profile or a personal website is enough to show professionalism and credibility. Then, learn to use AI tools to increase productivity, writing faster, designing smarter, and learning more efficiently. Finally, look for ways to automate repetitive tasks so your time is spent on thinking and creating, not clicking and repeating. Those who master digital tools amplify their value. Those who refuse them slowly disappear. However, mastering external tools alone is not enough. True growth also requires understanding the internal world within you. 2.9 Self-awareness education. Understanding who you really are. The deepest truth is this: you cannot win in life if you do not understand yourself. Imagine a man who keeps changing jobs and blaming bad luck, bosses, or the economy. Only when he stops and looks inward does he realize the real problem. He has been running away from his own dreams. Self-awareness is the first step to solving the right problem. Without self-awareness, you fight shadows instead of reality. You repeat the same mistakes in relationships, work, and money without knowing why. Most people are trapped not by the world, but by their own unconscious patterns. Begin your self-education by regularly reflecting on powerful questions. Why do I react this way? What is my biggest fear? And where did it come from? What patterns do I repeat in my life? What gives me real energy and what drains me? What am I running away from? You cannot escape a prison if you do not know you are inside one. Most people live their entire lives locked inside themselves, blaming the outside world. Self-awareness unlocks the door, and once you understand yourself clearly, you gain the power to change, not just your career, but your entire life. 2.10 Street education. Learning how the real world works. Book knowledge teaches you the rules, but street intelligence teaches you the game. You can be smart, educated, and talented, yet still be easily used or manipulated if you do not understand how people truly behave. The real world does not always reward honesty, effort, or good intentions. It rewards awareness. Think of a young man starting his first job. He believes the office is one big family. He trusts everyone too quickly. One day, his closest colleague takes credit for his idea. This is not bad luck. This is a lack of survival intelligence. Learning street skills is not negativity. It is protection. Street education means learning to read intentions, not just words. People rarely say what they truly want. You must observe patterns, tone, and actions. It also means recognizing manipulation tactics such as guilt tripping, fake praise, or pressure disguised as kindness. When you can see these clearly, you stop reacting emotionally and start responding strategically. Negotiation is another key skill. Emotional people lose negotiations. Rational people win them. Learning to separate feelings from facts allows you to protect your interests without unnecessary conflict. Setting boundaries is equally important. You must learn to say no without long explanations or guilt. Finally, trust slowly. Observe quietly. Move deliberately. Books like The 48 Laws of Power, The Art of War, and No More Mr. Nice Guy are not about becoming ruthless. They teach awareness, and awareness keeps you safe in the real world. 2.11 Foundation Education, Building Inner Strength. School teaches many subjects, but it often ignores what life truly demands: discipline, emotional control, and the ability to face failure. Many top students collapse when real hardship appears, not because they are weak, but because their inner foundation is fragile. Without strong internal structure, external success does not last. Inner strength is built through daily practice, not motivation. Personal discipline is the first pillar. This means creating habit systems and following them even when you do not feel like it. Time management is the second pillar. Learn one new rule about focus or self-control regularly, such as principles from Stoicism. Control your time, or others will control it for you. The ability to face failure is another core skill. Instead of avoiding past mistakes, reflect on them. Ask what went wrong and what lesson can be extracted. This turns pain into progress. Delaying instant gratification is also essential. Doing difficult things trains resilience. It is not about suffering. It is about growth. Finally, take full responsibility. Stop blaming people, systems, or circumstances. Focus only on what you can control. Books like The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People Can't Hurt Me and The Subtle Art of Not Giving a help build this foundation. A strong foundation turns complainers into problem solvers. 2.12 Problem-solving education. Becoming a builder, not a complainer. Problem-solving is the ultimate life skill. In the same crisis, one person says, "This is unfair. I quit." Another asks, "What can I do? Who needs help?" One stays stuck. The other builds a new path. The difference is not intelligence. It is mindset and method. Effective problem solvers follow a clear thinking process. First, define the problem clearly. Vague problems create vague solutions. Second, break big problems into smaller, manageable actions. Small steps create momentum. Third, remove emotion from decision-making. Fear and anger cloud judgment. Logic and courage create clarity. Next, think backward from the goal. Start with the desired result and map the steps needed to reach it. This keeps effort focused. Finally, learn proven thinking models, such as first principles thinking or the 80-20 rule. These frameworks prevent wasted energy and increase effectiveness. Most people describe problems. Winners solve them. Complaining keeps you trapped. Solving problems gets you promoted, respected, and trusted. In the end, the world does not reward those who talk the most about difficulties. It rewards those who quietly build solutions and keep moving forward. 3. Conclusion. The commitment to transformation. No one is coming to save you. That truth is not cruel. It is empowering. When you accept full responsibility for your life, you regain control. 1 hour of learning every day may seem small, but over time, it creates a powerful shift that separates those who grow from those who stay stuck. Your future is not shaped by one big decision, but by the small choices you make daily, what you study, what you ignore, and what you repeat. Self-education is no longer optional. It is the survival path of the awakened individual.
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.